Well, I decided to really fix this tappet blocks back here, right? And I tried doing spraying a sealant on there. This goes on the outside of a leak. Where I think this can be very, very useful is a lot of times on Evo motors, like with the old paper gaskets, they can get a little seepage down here. And this discoloration on the cylinders is actually that spray sealant. But they can, if you have a little bit of seepage on where the base gaskets are on the cylinders, that spray gasket, this stuff might be very good. And it did help with this leak. But what I decided to do was take it all apart. So I got some Cometic gaskets for just the rockers covers and the push rod O-rings. And the three rings that are in here, there's like two big ones and an upper and a lower, and there's a little round one for like an oil passage. I got those from Jins, which is they make as simple as an O-ring, but they use the best of everything. So then what I did was I put those O-rings in there. I put some of this Hylomar blue. I read online that this stuff is very good for that application because even sometimes when you change these O-rings out, it doesn't stop the leak because these parts, after a while, like they heat up and it doesn't, they just get out of round or something like that, or there's wear in there or something. So you can use this Hylomar blue on the rubber O-rings. And it's not like RTV, it's something different. I actually never heard of it. I got it off a line. And I thought I knew a lot of tricks, but I never heard of this stuff. There's some other stuff from Permatex that's good like that. It's another type of, that works with rubber too, but I decided to use what some of the Harley mechanics people said to use. And so I ran it for 20 minutes, sitting here at fast idle, so it had full, 2,000 RPM, so it had full oil pressure, and I did not see one drop. Normally, it took like about 3, 4, or 5 minutes, and I'd start seeing like one drop, just a little bit. And this stuff did slow it down a lot, but it wasn't. I was like, man, I just might as well fix it right. So I only had to do the rear one. This one, I was trying to shortcut things. I actually didn't take. I did it on all of these. I lifted these up, and without taking the rocker boxes off, I just unclipped the push rods, tubes, and I lifted it up and lift these up, and I actually put a little RTV around here, which is called the right stuff. And I think some of these other ones were leaking, but there's no leaks in there now. They're all dry. So looks like it'd be good to go. Anyway, just for to give you a little update on that. This stuff, a lot of these things, most mechanics will tell you don't spray something on the outside, but this stuff does work, kind of. And where I think, like I said, I think it would be a really good application on a Harley is the cylinders, at least the old paper gaskets, when they go from the cylinder to the block, they leak. They don't like leak. Let me say the word is they seep very, very little bit. This stuff would probably be a great application for that. Instead of like taking the whole damn engine apart, the whole top end apart, just to get like a tiny amount of seepage, this would be a good application for this. This stuff, I'm keeping this around because I think it's an extra protection. If you're using a rubber gasket, you normally don't need any kind of you wouldn't use RTV with a rubber gasket. I know there's another, I forgot what it is, part 080115, I think it is, Permatex. Maybe it's 08115. It's a red tacky sealant that you can use with rubber gaskets. It's good with metal gaskets and everything like that. But this is another one too that's good for that type of stuff where you can't use RTV, but you want a little extra protection. So I did that on the O-rings where these go into the block, and I don't see nothing. So first time I had a leak-free hard Harley, man. This thing was leaking a lot of places. I think there's one leak left. It's on a transmission. It's actually the line that goes, the clutch cable. There's an O-ring that needs to be replaced. It's a very small leak. I got this stuff, but I'm not gonna do that until I got the new clutch cable and I got some other parts. But I'm not messing with that till I really need to. Anyway, over and out. So it's fixed, and some of these things, they're pretty good. This is a little extra insurance. I'd like that, and get the best stuff, because if you get the best stuff and you do it right, it's done.